Here is the 2025 garden in August. The end of August almost, middle of August. These are all cucumbers, tomatoes. There's some stuff in between. This is a little honey nut squash or honey boat. And these are stuffer tomatoes, so I'm excited about those. And then these are Golden King of Serbia tomatoes. They're gonna get big and orange. Very excited. These are one of the best tomatoes I've ever tasted. And then this little guy, he doesn't get the most water, but he's trying. all died. And then some brassicas that are trying to survive still. Got some, chard, some basil, and then these monstrosities. They're spaghetti squash, actually. And then this one is butternut squash. And so that's what this is. Not a butternut, butternut. I pulled out all of my potatoes over here. Got a little bit of a haul. Oop. Okay, thought I hit a spider. And these are more honey boats. Here's my spaghetti squash. Never been a fan of spaghetti squash, but I'm growing it, so I'm gonna try it. Old smoothie container. I got some borage here, which I will say the borage has been getting eaten by the grasshoppers, which has been a really nice reprieve from my other ones. And then more tomatoes. These are these my, okay, so these are my pineapples, the pineapple tomatoes, which are like my favorite. Every year I have a budget of like, I don't know, like $15-$30 for the sale over at Ace Hardware. They have a little red pot half-gallon sale, and they go up every year, but this year it was $5.99 and I bought 4 plants. And then these are my cherry tomatoes. I'm not a huge fan of cherry tomatoes, but I have my 2 favorite varieties, or 3 favorite varieties. I have Barry's Crazy Cherry, which those have been giving me a good amount of ripe ones lately. And then my chocolate cherries, which I have a few ripe on there. And then I have a little blush right here. I love them, but they just didn't grow well this year. And then I bought this little tomato. Well, it's not little anymore. I bought this tomato from a farmer's market. I cannot remember what it's called. It's like Sunset something, but it looks a lot like a little blush, about this big. They're very tasty. So, and this craziness, I was doing vertical growing with my squash, but then it got too tall, and that's as tall as the line, so it flopped over, so I just let it lay down. But it's still doing good. Look at those funny little squashes. So I'm pretty happy with it this year. Sage, if you can get it established, it will give you sage forever, which is funny because sage is just overpowering and I can't really use all of it. So the flowers every year though are these beautiful purple blue flowers, and I put them in bouquets every year. And then I have snapdragons in the front yard, and they go in the bouquet as well. Oh my gosh, look how tall that cherry tomato is. It's like nearly to the top. So, and my marigolds didn't bloom at the same time as everything else, or my other flowers, so they didn't make it into the bouquets. And then my zinnias, they're finally really taking off. So I have these funny little ones that are just climbing up. That's a loofah. Oh my gosh, I have to show you. Look at this tiny little loofah. It's so funny. Look at that. It's almost to the top. So just wanted to give you a little glance of my garden this year. I know that it's not the most crazy one, but it's giving me abundance. Oh, look at that. I should probably pull that right now. That's gonna get huge. This is the bigger of, or what it looks like when the butternut squash gets a little bit bigger. This is actually the biggest one so far, but I think that this one just gets watered more because it's under a tomato. I've noticed that if my plants are not right next to a tomato plant, they don't get watered as well. Toxic trait, I guess. That's a pretty good squash. Any bigger it'd be silly. Not really. It'd be zucchini bread. Here is my bee balm. This is my herb bed. It's still trying to establish itself. The onions have established themselves right here. This is actually lemongrass. Don't know what to do with it, but it's beautiful and my dog likes to come in and munch on it. And then I think I'm gonna have a good little crop of chamomile next year, which I'm very excited about. I wanted the chamomile to establish itself over there, but this is where it wanted to grow. So that's where it's growing. Got a little bit of dill. And then I have some mint that is finally coming back. I know, mint is scary, but this bed doesn't like to grow anything, and if mint is what it wants to grow, I guess that's what it's growing. And then that's my weed patch. It's all lamb's breath. And then the chickens are right there. The rabbits are in that enclosure. And then the rest of the yard. It's a mess, but I love it. Just wanted to show you. I hope you have a lovely day. Stay blessed.